Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcome you to a new LP. That's right, it's The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch. Now I'm really happy to be doing this because, as you may or may not know, this, or at least the Game Boy version of this, was one of the games that I considered when I first started the channel back in March 2011, long time ago. And it was my favourite game on the Game Boy. And we're just going to go right into it. So, yes, I have briefly started this file just because I tried to record it earlier on and it didn't go too well. I will delete this just so that it's all right. Okay, so press this and this. Okay. 2, 3, and yes. Okay, so I'm going to go into the new game. Now, as you can see up here, I have already completed the game. I didn't complete it all that long ago, just at the end of October there. And this is the start of November 2019. And so, you would think that that would mean that I have remembered everything that happens in this game. I really don't. I'm just warning you right now. I don't know this game that well, even though I've played it loads and I've completed it a few times now. And I completed it not that long ago. I don't remember what to do in things, so I've got extensive notes and I've got a walkthrough open just in case I get myself lost. And so if you hear me say up, left, right, down or something like that, then you will know that I am probably reading my notes. So we're just going to go into a normal game and I'm going to call myself Link. I know that some people disagree with that, but I find it weird. I've always found it weird to change your name from Link. Just call yourself Link. So this is us waking up after having that boat accident that we saw at the start.
What a relief! I thought you'd never wake up. You were tossing and turning. What? Zelda? No, my name's Marin. You must still be feeling a little woozy. You are on Koholint Island.
Okay, so we have woken up on a mysterious island, and there's somebody who looks a lot like Zelda, who has found us on the beach and brought us to this house.
Follow the lane south to reach the beach where I found you. Since you were washed ashore, lots of nasty monsters have been in the area, so be careful, okay?
And I don't know what happened with that voice. I was up until I opened my mouth, I did not know what voice I was going to use for that. But anyway, yes. So we could leave, or we could talk to this guy over here. Who is this? Well, Link, you're finally snapped out of it. Name's Terran. Hope you're feeling better. What? How did I know your name? You think it's weird, eh? Well, I saw it in the back of this shield. There we go. So you got your shield back. Hold R to repel enemies with it. Yes, the shield has its own button. We don't need to worry about swapping items now. We do later on swap items quite a bit, but not as much as it used to be, because a few items have their own buttons now. And a few items are just automatic. So, yes, we've got our shield and we can now leave and go and try and find our sword. Now, this game is one of the prettiest games on the Switch, in my opinion. And that loading time took a while. That's not normal. It doesn't normally take that long. So here is a Chain Chomp, or Bow Wow, as he's called in this game. And yes, if you played the original, it's pretty much square for square, exactly the same as the original. And I forgot that I'm so low health that, yeah, once you finish this game, once you get to the end, of this game, it is ridiculous how overpowered you are compared to the start. So since I just completed it not that long ago, I kind of forgot how underpowered I am right now. Oh.
Hoot hoot, so you are the lad who owns the sword. Now I understand why the monsters are starting to act so violently. A courageous lad has come to wake the windfish. It is said that you cannot leave the island unless you wake the windfish. You should now go north to the mysterious forest. I will wait for you there, Hoot.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that much exploring right now other than what I need to do. But I'm going to quickly take this sword because this crab seems like it's going to come at me. You found your sword. It must be yours because it has your name engraved on it. You can swing it with B to attack any enemies in your path. So that's right, the sword is also got its own button. And the music in this is absolutely amazing. Like, I loved the music of the original, but this just hypes it up so much. The music of the original was amazing, but like it was restricted by the fact that... Oh, first rupee. It was restricted by the fact that it was on the Game Boy. So like it had not that many sounds that it needed to make a soundtrack out of. But this just takes the same soundtrack and just makes it amazing. And the instrumentation and just everything is just amazing. So I'm not really going to explain what I'm doing a lot of the time. I'm just doing stuff. Just trust me that I'm doing stuff. So first things first, you can come up here, grab any hearts if you've lost any, and come down here, which obviously you couldn't do before you had your sword because you couldn't remove those bushes, and you can get a heart piece. You got a piece of heart. Press plus on to open the subscreen and see. So you press plus and you can see that there's so many items that I'm going to have later on. These are for all the instruments, spoilers, and these are other items. These are items that we can swap around things, but we've not got any of them yet. This is our tunic, this is our sword, this is our shield, and up here is the number of pieces of heart. So collect 4 to increase your maximum number of hearts. So in case you didn't know, I just collected a piece of heart, so that's a quarter of a heart, and collect 4 of them, you get a new heart, and every boss that you beat is another heart. So yes, you have lots of hearts by the end of it. I can't remember exactly how many. Is it 20 in this version of the game? So you can also use your sword to cut down grass and bushes. And you can grind for rupees here. Now, I remember in the original version when I just used to come across here, because it used to be squares, like used to have tiles that you walked on, and then if you walked on another tile, then the last tile would respawn. I'll get to that in a second. You found a secret seashell, but what do you do with it? Well, we'll keep it just now, and maybe something good will happen. So yes, this was one tile. This whole kind of square with the grass here was one tile. And then you walked off the tile and it would respawn. Now, because it's slightly different, you need to walk a little bit further, but then if you walk back, it respawns and you can grind for rupees for as long as you want. Actually, is there a size of wallet? I don't think you've got a different size of wallet in this game. Unlike some Zelda games, some Zelda games give you a certain size of wallet and you need to upgrade your wallet to be able to carry more rupees. But we've collected quite a few there. How many do we have? 66. Okay, let's see how many we can collect more. Can we make it up to 70? Almost. Okay, so we are going to go into the Lost Forest. Not the Lost Forest, the Mysterious Forest, right? So, is this sign fishing pond? Yes, I always get confused by where to go here. It's up here. And up here. So again, we couldn't have come here without our sword, because you need to use a sword to knock down that bush there.
Hoot! Oh, brave lad, on your quest to wake the dreamer, welcome to the mysterious forest. Much of mystery you will find on this uncharted Koholint island. I'm afraid you may find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish naps. By the by, have you ever visited the Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you find in this forest. The windfish is watching. Hoot!
No, I have not been to the Tail Cave. I'm sure I will be going there soon, but I was about to say, here's your first enemy, but it's not really. But it's your first enemy that has been slightly concerning. It's really weird playing this when I've already completed the game. I've never done that before. I've never played this so soon after completing it. You got the Guardian Acorn. It will reduce the damage you take by half. Now this is something, spoilers, this is something that we will have permanently later. Or we might have, if I choose that tunic. But yeah, vote now for the tunic that I have later on. And I might ignore my usual order of things. Now again, I'm not really going to explain what is happening, but I'm going into this cave and killing lots of keys, which is what they call bats in Zelda games. And I am removing those 2 stones, opening that up, and you got 50 rupees. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so I'm just going to come up here. And now we can't get that piece of heart just yet. We will be getting it at some point. But how I normally do this is... Oh, we haven't actually seen why we're doing this, have we? Have we actually, like, went to the entranceway? I can't remember, but anyway, we are stuck in the mysterious forest right now, in case we haven't seen it and I've just forgotten to do that. But you pick the toadstool. As you hold it over your head, a mellow aroma flows into your nostrils. So yeah, we are stuck in the mysterious forest. I will go back very quickly and show you what happens at this bit to block us in here. Now, I always get confused with this one. Nope, that's the wrong order. This might take a while. Is it up here? Did I just do exactly the same thing there as I did the last time? Yeah, okay. Just trapped myself in there. As I said, I don't remember this game. So, is this that way, and then this is that way, and then this is that way? Yeah, okay. So we will get that piece of heart, don't worry. We might have, like, we'll have a few episodes here and there when we get, like, a few heart pieces, and, I mean, we've kind of got one already. The secret seashells, we'll get the secret seashells as we go along, but we might have, you know, 1 or 2 episodes here and there where we just do that and that's all we do. But where did I go to, like, activate the mysterious forest being creepy? Oh, ow. Ow. Okay, we go up here and, oh no, who is this? As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. Okay, so it's a raccoon, of course. And as we leave here, he goes, "Hey, hey, 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 ho, you're going to be lost, thanks to me, heh heh." Because I normally do this, like, before that. So I've normally seen that before, but I went for it and went nuts. So, if we go down here, you can see that we're not in the same place as we were in. We're actually, like, over the other side, and we are completely lost. Don't know where we are. And we need to... What are they called again? Zoltans? Something like that? You got a piece of power. You can feel the energy flowing through you. So this is the opposite of the Guardian Acorn. It does the opposite. And there's a piece of heart that we can't collect yet because it's surrounded by holes in the ground. So we'll go around here. And we've already got the magic mushroom, so we will go in here. Because this is the witch's tavern, is it? Or something like that.
Ah, it has the sleepy toadstool, it does. We'll mix it up and something in a jiffy, we will.
Okay. I like how the music speeds up like that. So the witch brews up the magic mushroom and makes powder. So
it's all ready, it is. Take care, as there's not much there. Why not try a bit in my hut?
Okay, so you got some magic powder. Open the subscreen with plus and set it to either X or Y. So this is our first item that we can actually set for one of the buttons. So we're going to set it for Y, and I'm going to use a little bit in the hut.
Good job. Use it on your enemies and see what happens. If you run out, go to the forest, pick some toadstools, and I will make you more. Come back without a toadstool, and you may have to pay a price for my leftovers.
Okay, my voices are going to, like, become the same voice eventually. Like, the more I use a voice, the more it just turns into that same voice. just letting you know in case you've not witnessed any of my LPs with voice acting. Oh, so I've still got the piece of power. Cool. Okay, so don't run into him because he's electrically charged. And just keep your shield up and hit with the sword. Pick up a heart, which just replenishes your health, which is something that you don't get when you're playing the Master Quest, which is why I just decided not to do that. Like, I could have done, but I just thought it would be more entertaining for you to see legit fails. Now, I can't go that way yet, because that's where I'm eventually going to go, but round this way first. See, this part I remember just fine. But I'm going to go over to him and sprinkle some magic powder on him. And he's going to come down from his trip. And what is he going to say? It is Taran. The last thing I can remember was biting into a big juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream I was a raccoon. Yeah, sounds strange, but it sure was fun. Okay, so I kind of glossed over that one. that was Taran. And he turned into a raccoon when he ate some mushrooms. Is the mushrooms on his back, are they toadstools from, like, Mario universe? There's a lot of Mario references in this game, by the way. Like, a lot. So if we come up here, then we get the tail key. You got the tail key. Now you can open the tail cave gate. Yay. And the owl is going to come down and say something, I think.
Hoot, take the key and go to the tail cave. Retrieve the instrument that's hidden there. Go now. The windfish is waiting. Hoot!
Okay, so the tail cave. Now there's a few places that we just can't go to yet. We can't go up there because it needs to... we need to have the ability to jump, which I have a feeling we will soon. Just a feeling. That's another good thing about this game, is that you can do several things at once that you couldn't do before. And obviously with the sword and shield permanently being there, you can use them with other items and not have to keep swapping between items. It's really good. Okay, so I'm going to go down. Now, I didn't really think of like how I'm going to divide up episodes, but I think I'm just going to... I'm going to need to find another heart now. I think I'm just going to like go for it and then see how long I can do it for, like in an episode length. I might not do a full dungeon in an episode. Like I'll start the next episode and do that. But episodes will be approximately half an hour long. Just like they have been before. I can't remember where I go. No, I'm not going the right way just now. And it is weird going so slow in this map. I don't think I'm going the right way now either. No, I am. You can go this way. It's weird like losing such a big percentage of your health as well when you play it again. Like I said before, I've never completed a Zelda game and then started playing it so soon before. So this is the tail cave down here. And we use our key to open it up. Like so. So yay! And then we walk in. So this is dungeon number 1. Or nightmare number 1, or level 1 as it's called here. Level 1, tail cave. So we will go left first. And make them disappear. And pick up a small key. You got a small key, it can open a locked door. Really? Okay, so there's going to be... Are they Zools? Is that what they're called? I really can't remember enemies' names, and that's really bad. So you got a compass. Now you can see where the chests and nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is nearby. So if we go into the map, you can see where we've already been has been filled in, but the rest of it hasn't been filled in. That's because you need the map. But the compass shows you where all the chests are and stuff. So that's useful. So just backtrack and then go up here. Okay, so then if I knock this guy into the hole here and press the button, bring another chest down. And then open the chest. Okay, so that's another small key. And then where'd I go? Now I've got the notes down here. So go right. Okay, go right. Okay, let's get rid of the keys quickly and pick up a heart, which will replenish some of my hearts. I don't have that many to replenish, so there is that. Okay, so this contains the map. So there we go. At last you got the map. Press minus to look at it. So if we press the button, then you can see that the whole dungeon is now filled in with the chests where you could already see, but you can see what rooms they're in now and stuff like that as well. So we are going up to this room, I believe. Yes, up to this room. So we are going up and right and up. So let's go for it. Up. Right, use one of our keys. And... oh, okay, yep. And then I'm going to get these guys, and a chest will appear again. What will this chest do? You found a stone beak. Now to find an owl statue to fit it into. So dotted about are these owl statues, and we need a stone beak to make it speak to us and give us hints. So turn aside the spined ones with a shield. Turn aside spined ones with a shield. I honestly don't know what that means. Right, okay, so... yep, right to... so from 3 of a kind room, head down. Okay, so we're going down and then left, and then we're getting these two chests here, and then we are going to head up here, I think. Right, anyway, so let's go down and then left. I'm really sorry that I'm not good with remembering this. I'm just looking at a map that I've got as well and like trying to remember where to go. Just avoid these guys, these sparkling guys. I can't remember what they're called. Dark fairies? No, they're not dark fairies. Dark fairies are something else. Oh man. Okay, I'm low in health. So let's avoid him and let's get this other key. You got a small key, it can open a locked door. And then let's pick up these hearts. Get that chest. You got 20 rupees. Joy! Okay. So, I think I'm going up here. Yeah, I am. Pretty sure I am, yeah. So, let's say what they called again? Blade trap. Let's activate that and open another door. Go through here. Right up and... oh, okay, I knew that was going to happen, but that's alright. Let's go back and... you really need to time yourself with these guys here. Now, the owl statue will tell me if there is a door that can't open, move a square block. So I go over here and you can't open it. So move a square block so that the pattern is complete. And in here, oh yes, that's what it's talking about with the spined ones. Why did I not understand that? That's really silly. So just hold up your shield and you can either hit them like that or you can make them fall down the hole. So then go downstairs. That owl statue, by the way, was just going to say exactly the same thing. So if I... yes, Goombas, by the way. Yay, Goombas. It's weird not being able to jump here. Like, I know that that's spoilers, but it's really weird not being able to jump. So then we come along here, and have we got everything that we're meant to have? Is this the Rock's Feather here? Spoilers. Yes! So you got the Rock's Feather. Feels like your body is a lot lighter. So the Rock's Feather is another of the items that we can swap in, and I always forget what button I prefer this on. I think it's Y that I prefer it on, but I might change that later on. We will have to see. But anyway, so I am wanting to go we're wanting to go back through the tunnel with the Goombas and go right along the top. So let me get this right along the here. Backtracking down. Yes, okay, I remember where we have to go. We have to go up to this key here, and open that, and then get the chest beyond it. So, as you can see, if I demonstrate, we can now jump. So we can collect these hearts and go back the way we've come. So, if I go over here, I can then jump. I can then avoid all those Goombas. And get the spined ones. Now, how do we get out of here again? Oh yeah. We go this way. Right, okay, and then we're backtracking. There's a lot of backtracking in this game, by the way. Just get used to it. There's just a lot of backtracking. So I'm just gonna wait for... Oh no, hang on. Oh, okay. And then follow him round. That's right. Okay. Because later on, when you have so many hearts, you can not think about this too much. Like, you don't need to worry about, like, enemies getting you all the time. But early on, you kind of need to think about that. So, I want to go over here, and there's a path up here. Which I can then jump over here and open this block that's standing in the way. And then open this chest. And we've got the nightmare key. Now you can open the door to the nightmare's lair. Okay, so where are we going now? We are going to... yeah, I'm sorry about this. If I go over to here, I think it is. So if we go down to that big long room again, and then to the far right, and then we can jump over this gap here, and then get to this room. Okay, so that's where we've already been, pretty much. And so... go this way, get rid of these Stalfos. And can I get this keys? There we go. 162 rupees already. I think that's pretty good going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the button that I normally set it as. But yes, this is our first mini-boss of the game. And we basically need to just jump over the scary looking... Yeah, the scary looking roller thing. That's Rolling Bones, and I've already beaten the mini-boss. So yes, mini-bosses leave behind fairies that I am able to stab, and then they give me health, they regenerate my health. As far as I know, it's like complete regeneration. But yeah, so from the Rolling Bone up, Okay. Okay. Yes, so we are pretty much just heading up from here. This warp will take us back to the entranceway. I will demonstrate just so that you can see what it is like. There is a companion one at the entrance, so that's useful in some dungeons, not so much in this one, but it's useful in some dungeons. Oh, I keep forgetting about those guys, the traps, and they go both ways, so if I went that way, then he would be there. I could come down here, I don't really need to, it's just got hearts as far as I remember. Yeah, it's just a room for hearts, and I actually forgot about this room later on. You will see where I forgot about it. Way later on, I'm telling you, like, you might know what I'm talking about, but anyway, so I am going to go in here, and this is the main boss of this dungeon. But I quite like this boss, because with the buttons, he's quite easy to beat, and I never realised that that was auto-timed. So if I just stand down here with my shield up, and then stab him in the sensitive bit on his tail, he will eventually be beaten. Just wait until he opens up that, is it a flower on the end of his tail? But like it pretty much, it doesn't affect you when you've got your shield up. So that is him beaten. That is the first boss defeated, and that's the first dungeon finished as well. And I know that I've went over the time that I said, but I figured that it was quite a short dungeon, but later on I might like do dungeons over a couple of episodes, but for this first episode, let's go for it, right? So, you got a heart container, your maximum number of hearts increased, and your health has been refilled too. So there we go, so we've got 4 hearts now up the top left hand corner. You can see our heart counter. And if we go through here, we have the first instrument. And look at that speech box, it's amazing. You got the full moon cello. Oh man. I love the sounds of some of these instruments. Now some of them are like you're trying to put it into music, but anyway, swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Love it. Love the atmosphere of this. So folks, that is us finished for this episode. And that is us finished level 1 of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch. Join us again for another episode of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.